Timbertown is a popular attraction, depicting the colonial era of a sawmiller's village in northern New South Wales. It is located on 39 hectares of coastal blackbutt forest on the Oxley Highway at Wauchope in Australia. During the 1800s, many areas in Australia were experiencing a gold rush, while locally the fortunes were made from the vast quantities of timber, especially red cedar. This was the start of many timber towns along the east coast. The concept of Timbertown began after a report was commissioned in 1970. The planners had envisaged the recreation of an 1880 to 1910 working timber settlement. Works began in 1973 on the creation of Timbertown. Timbertown has two original buildings, both being churches. The remainder of the buildings have been constructed along original plans, with the red seed now in very short supply. Timbertown now sits amongst towering taller woods and black butts. The park officially opened to the public on the 11th of December 1976. Timbertown Steam Train. Timbertown is one of the few places in Australia where you can ride on and experience a genuine steam train which departs on the hour 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Timbertown Heritage Railway is typical of the kind used in the forestry industry of bygone days to transport timber and people from the outlying forests and communities to the sawmills and towns. Steam train is a lot more fun. The Timbertown Heritage Railway runs on a 595mm railway track which traverses for 2.4 km around the perimeter of our 87-acre park. During your steam train journey you will cross the longest 595mm gauge trestle bridge in the southern hemisphere and pass by recreated scenes from the past as well as the Timbertown Lake. Enjoy the atmosphere of the park while aboard the steam engine, the sound of the steam whistle and the beautiful surrounds, all from open carriages.
You just got to balance everything. Balance the fire, the water level, the pressure. And the water level is the most critical thing. If there's no water and there's potentially a bomb. But as long as the water level's there, then everything else is pretty good. Thank you so much. This has been awesome. Just over 98 years of age, this engine. Wow. The one now almost the same. This will get retired for about 18 months. We want to completely rebuild it for its 100th birthday. So we've got 18 months to do it. And the boiler's excellent. The boiler's the most expensive part because that short little boiler with the 52 tubes is nearly $200,000 for a new one. And that's the most expensive part by far. And we're lucky because this engine's always worked, the boiler's good, so it's always stayed warm. It's when you let boilers sit around and the moisture sets in, especially along the coast, the boilers deteriorate, and before you know it, I think we've got 5 locomotives that need new boilers. As I said, they're 200 grand each.
Timbertown is made up of over 40 buildings including churches, schoolhouse, fire station, barber shop, printing shop, saddler, bootmaker and many more. In the village winery a great range of ports, wines and beverages alongside quirky and unusual gifts along with wooden products. Enjoy free samples of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages all bottled on site. While walking through the park is to awaken the senses, sights, sounds, smells and tastes from the late 1800s to early 1900s period, helping you to immerse yourself in an exciting time of Australian history. At Timbertown, get up close to the delightful farmyard animals horses, pigs, ducks, chickens, alpacas, Clydesdales, camels, ostrich, bullocks, donkeys, rabbits and guinea fowl just to name a few. Steam sawmill. The town sawmill was the heart of all timber towns. Sawmill contains 10 operating engines, all powered by our large steam boiler. Operates daily during school holidays and periodically during our low season. The Timbertown sawmill and much of its equipment was originally built and located on the Allen River at the foothills of the Barrington Tops. The mill opened in 1943 to process timber close to its source and ceased operating there in December 1970. It was purchased by Timbertown and reassembled within the park as a fully functional mill in 1977 and has been lovingly maintained to full operational order ever since. Stand in the mill and close your eyes. The sawmill is at the heart of the Timbertown experience and is a favorite experience for all ages. A Cedar Creek replica goldfields features the largest wooden overshot water wheel in Australia. Water wheel is an exact replica of a water wheel that existed in southern NSW in 1899. The water travels over the wheel and feeds the 25 meters Cedar Creek stream.